What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Angry Jackalope Rob Bricks. Yes, it is Saturday. What is it, July 11th? Yeah, July 11th. So, what are we doing tonight? Well, we're going to drink a little bit, talk some shit, and, see what's what, right? That's what we're going to do. I think I got the lighting somewhat worked out. I definitely have my placement, but much better. Much better. I can see the chat. I can see Garen. I can see Rob. I can see Corley. What's up? What's up? How you motherfuckers doing? I shall toast you with some of this tasty Dr. Pepper cream soda with the pinky out. Okay, alrighty. And tonight's motherfucking shot glass, it's a monster shot glass, is the Honolulu Dave & Buster's. I don't even remember when I got this. I don't. It's one of my bigger shot glasses, and there's a reason for that. Because I have some libations for us to experiment and look at. One of the cool things whenever I get to go to Vegas is there is a wine, spirits, and more. Maybe that's what it's called. I can't remember. And what's cool about it is they have little tiny sized bottles. Little teeny tiny sized bottles. Which is awesome because it allows me to try some stuff without spending a shit ton of money. And I have a few of these. What's up, Bronx? In the house. Got this Cafe Granita. It's a coffee liqueur. I love some coffee. Focus, bitch. But ow. We got some of this Italian espresso. Right there. Look at that shit. Looks delicious. And of course, I've got some Kavanaugh Finest Irish cream. Boop, boop, boop. Boom. Come on. I'm right here. Focus. There it is. And if I'm really ballsy, we got some absinthe. Yay, absinthe. And this one is absinthe refined with wormwood. All about the wormwood. And of course, this first bottle I showed you, this Oregon Spirit, this is also an absinthe. So I have a couple of these that I could fuck with, or I can go really tame, and go with the coffee motif. I will leave that up to you good motherfuckers to advise me the route that I should go. And while you guys are collecting your thoughts over that 21-second buffer there, I'm going to sip some actual coffee that I have been drinking most of the day. So what does you see, you got to get the real stuff from England. One that makes you hallucinate. Well, now, the hallucination stuff, that's because the traditional shit was in lead containers. Some motherfuckers were ingesting some lead. So that's why them motherfuckers were going hallucinating. Woo, crazy shit. Sonny's moving to Tennessee. Tennessee. Yeah, that freaking me out shot glass. I might have sent that to Vixen. I don't know if they come on here. We'll have to ask him if I sent that shit to them, because I can't find that, and I have a feeling I actually sent that to somebody. Or another likely thing is my kids broke it, because I can't find it. I can't even find my big fat American one. I have America, a big fucking shot glass with an eagle on it. It says USA on it. I don't know where the fuck that is. Where the fuck you at? You know what I'm saying? So, let's see. Saw a drinking glass you need, Rob, in a skull-shaped mason jar. That sounds awesome. Give me the skull. I drink from the skull of my enemies. Yes. That would be dope. I mean, I could always take something like this. This is one of my pride and joys right here. This is a little Terminator 2. Dun 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 40-watt phase rifle. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I am a fucking Terminator nerd, which is why I'm so sad that everything after Terminator 2 kind of sucked. Especially that last one with oh my god, the last one was atrocious. It was horrible. Horrible. Let's see, I had some that was 20 years old. A coworker brought it from England, a family. Did you hallucinate like fucking crazy? What did he put in there? Inquiring minds want to know. Get that secret for me. Get it. I want to know the family secret. All right. Let's talk about the news. Let's talk about what's going on in the world. So I just watched yesterday or this morning. I know times blend together. And you know, a lot of you guys know I watch Canadian Prepper. And I think for the most part he has really good insight. Like I agree with a lot of shit that he says. He said something on this last video. Although I thought the title of that last video was a little clickbaity because I was expecting some more, you know, the shit's going down type. But you know, he had a assessment where he said this is looking more and more like we're gonna have little gang violence type shit. And what he meant by that was, you know, some of these black militias versus some of the white militias and stuff. You could almost look at those as like, you know, medium-sized gangs, turf fighting and shit. Meanwhile, while the biggest gang on the planet, the government, standing behind them going, go guys, go, go, go. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. It's kind of silly. It's kind of silly. I think people are getting way too riled up. I've got some good friends. You know, they go off on a tangent, and the passion and the emotional connection behind years and years and years of oppressive, bad actions taken towards them, that now when this stuff is coming to a head, they're just allowing emotions to just dictate action. And I think even worse, they're allowing the sins of the past that were done against them to give them justification to do some shit. All right, Bronx, you go have that fucking movie night. You go get that movie night. Get some of that Netflix and chill, baby. Did I say it right? I think I said it right. But you know, it'll be interesting. Bronx, by the way, the old guard out fucking standing. I'm going to be talking about that later. But if you're looking for some, old guard is great. If you're looking for an all-nighter, go ahead and watch the oh my god, the Warrior Nun. Warrior Nun. All right. Let's see. Chad says we'll be past the point of no return soon, and it will be very sad and fast. Yeah, you know, I agree with that to a point. I do believe that we are getting to a pivotal point where a lot of crazy shit's gonna go down. But I think the fast part is gonna be when they shut off the lights. I think when they shut the lights off, that's when shit's gonna get raw. But like I was telling my daughters earlier, you know, our time on this planet is short, and you can look at it one of two ways. If you have a religious background, like I do now, I mean, I didn't have one growing up. Before I was very atheist, but that's beside the point. But if you have a religious dogma that you believe in, when this time is done, it's done, but, you know, the soul is eternal. Now, if you are the antithesis of that, if you're like, yeah, fuck that, whatever, then when the time is done, the suffering or whatever, and you die, then you're done, right? So I think either one of those options is proof positive that, you know, this too shall pass. It doesn't really matter all of this negativity and all the other bullshit that's going on. People need to start checking themselves and really embracing the good and the positive shit around them. Have fun. I mean, relax a little bit and, you know, for God's sake, stop and smell the flowers and fucking chill the shit out. What's up, Benjamin? Northern Utah. What's up from West Jordan? Garen, funny ass movie, My Spy. Oh, My Spy. That's the one with Bautista, right? I haven't seen that yet. Before we get any further, since you guys didn't say yay or nay on anything, I am going to go eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a piggy by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. My mother told me to pick the very best one, and you are it. Oh, shit. Absinthe. Fuck. Okay. Well, fate has spoken, and we shall try this one out. I'm not going to drink this entire fucking bottle. Let's see here. This is 110 proof. 110 proof. So please, drink with extreme caution. Hey now. All right. Let's see what we're fucking dealing with, shall we? Oh, it smells delicious, though. I love that smell. And this is the one with the wormwood? Yep, wormwood. All right. So we'll go ahead and bloop, 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 bloop. Ooh, comes out. Yeah, this is a little bit beyond, but not quite syrupy, but oh, there's stuff floating in it. There's stuff floating around in there. Oh, look at that greenish color. Doesn't this kind of remind you of like Reanimator? Like, I don't know. I'm kind of, I might be fucking myself here. But I do know with 110% Vixie Vix and Yakety Yak in the motherfucking house. Should you mixing absinthe with a cup? Fuck no, I'm not gonna mix it with a. You're crazy, Garen. You trying to get me to die? All right, so we got some. Oh my God, Reanimator toxic grain here. Fuck. Here we go. Woo! Baby! Oh! Yeah, COVID ain't got no fucking chance against this shit. Somebody COVID could come and spit in my fucking mouth right now. I have no fear. Woo! God damn. That lit my entire mouth up. Ooh. Holy shit. No chaser. All right. Back to the topic at hand. Woo! Lordy Lord. So, you gotta stay positive. Gotta find the better things in life. And you have to have goals and ambitions. You have to proceed forward like this shit ain't gonna happen. Well, at the same time, keep your eyes on the prize and making sure you don't get caught slipping. I know. It's kind of a bipolar way of thinking, right? Like, it's like that, Master, why are we training with swords when we're fucking farmers? Well, we pray for peace, but we prepare for war, right? Just in case shit pops off, we're ready. All right, so let's talk about this. Now that everything has finally left the premises of my fucking mouth. Whew. This, comparatively speaking to my other favorite, which is Lucid. Lucid is my absinthe drink of choice. It's something that I drank on a regular basis. Take care. Yak, buddy's off. I go, okay, Chance. Be safe, brother. Keep your head on a swivel. Wow. Goodness gracious. This has a very, 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 very strong absinthe flavor. Is very distinct, very noticeable. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you do not like black licorice in any way, shape, or form, you will die drinking this. This will completely ruin your brains. Now, if you're like me and you love black licorice, and I'm not talking the little candy bullshit black licorice, I'm talking the oily black licorice you get from Europe, okay? You'll love this shit. This is good. This is really, 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 really fucking good. Have I tried Copper and King Absinthe? Not yet. Not yet, JC. But I will. I've made it my life goal, my bucket list, to try every single absinthe, every single Irish whiskey, every single rum on a planet. That is my life goal. It is my goal. Now, to that, since we are doing absinthe for the evening, we will look at this Oregon Spirit, which is really cute. It's kind of got like a little fairy feel to it. Look, it's got a little butterfly. You know what I'm saying? Wait, is that one of them death moths? No, it's not. I had to look at, had to double check, because for a second it kind of reminded me of Silence of the Lambs shit. You know what I'm saying? It puts the lotion on itself. It puts the lotion. I'd fuck me. You know what I'm saying? Those are all Silence of the Lambs references. Don't get it twisted, motherfuckers. All right, let's see. Oh, this is different. This smells completely different. This smells like, you know what this fucking smells like? It smells like, you know, put a little cologne on me here. Oh my God. Wow. Okay, so, this might be some Silence of the Lambs shit here. I don't know. My stomach is getting knotted up. It's getting a little nervous here. You ever get those situations where your tummy tries to warn you, but your brain or whatever, your brain or your dick or whatever gets you in trouble? Like you just ignore it and you just plow straight ahead. That feels like this. I don't know. I'm a little nervous. I ain't gonna lie to you. And this is weak. This one's weak. This is only 62.5. Oh shit, this thing is lagging hard. Let's see here. I skipped from frames 15 over the last 2 minutes a few seconds ago. So this thing is skipping frames. Is this like some Chinese shit going on here? Is this Chinese shit? Am I like, or Japanese? No, Chinese shit. Like, am I like kung fu fighting? Like, is the audio lined up? You guys gotta let me know. Fennel, I don't mind fennel. Okay. Well, I don't know. I'm nervous. God damn it. Stop doing it. All right, so, so video is freezing, but is the audio synced up when I'm talking? So when I say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, is it lined up? Because I think I have a way to fix that. We'll like this. Yeah, stream's ending. Fuck it. Just kidding. I'm back. No, it's still fucking lagging. Stream feed has the COVID. Yeah, it does. Fuck. What the fuck? Oh, you know what? Let me check something real quick here. Hang on. I'm going to check something real quick. Oh, wow. No. Memory is only 49%. GPU is through the fucking roof. I think I know why. I think I know why. Looks like this camera might be fucking taxing the system. Well, you know. You're talking, sound and video is frozen. All right, we're gonna do this. Let's do this. Let's play it safe. Let's get this guy. right here. I'm going to delete this guy. Yep. Hang on, let me, before I kill my brain cells, let me put this guy down here like this. Let me do this. Let me select all of these. Delete those. See if we can free up some resources on this bitch. Alright. Hit this guy. Yep, I want to remove that. Alright. So what we'll do is this guy, we will shut off for a second. Boom. Then I'll go this guy. Let's try this. Let's try this. Video capture device. Okay. Now we're going to do add a new source. And we'll go like that. We're going to add a source. And we are going to do this guy. We'll go with this guy. Okay. Check, check, check. Okay, let's see. Do that. Oh. Like, this video is much worse than the other one, but it might. Oh goodness, hang on. I hate when this shit happens, you know. Like, the system right now is handling. Like, it's like, yeah. What happened to my video? Oh, here it is. Come on. There we go. All right, let's bring it down. And we'll put it back here. But ow. Okay. So let's see if this one handles better. This guy handle better? I'm still seeing skip frames. There is something going on here that it does not like. Perhaps it could be these guys. Let's turn these guys off. We'll turn those off. Check. I don't know. You know, I really don't know, guys. I'm not sure. Can't tell. Check. It's really irritating, though. Like, I have next to nothing running right now. I really don't. Skip frame. So there's some frames that got skipped. So something about the video, it don't like. Okay, there, I have the video running now. And what I can do is, nope, there it is again. Skip frames again. This is some bullshit. I don't like the bullshit. Wow, look at that. GPU. Oh, you know what? Let's do this, guys. I think I know what the problem is. System's overheating. I gotta turn this fan back on. I turned this fan off because it was making too much noise. But I have a sneaky suspicion that this machine might be overheating. See if we can get her to cool down a little bit. Hang on, let me move this gun out of the way. Let's move this alcohol out of the way. Let's take this off because I've had this. Woo! Oh my god. Yeah, this bitch was on fire. Wow. That's the problem, guys. That was the fucking problem. The minute I turned off that little fucking fan, I have a little fan that sits on the side. Sits on the side there, and it basically keeps everything cool there. And this little GPU in this little Surface Studio just was dying. It's like, it's hot enough. Shit, I can't keep my hands on it. That is hot. It's kind of like a MacBook Pro. If you ever had a MacBook Pro working hard and it's sitting on your lap and it's radiating your nuts, that's kind of what was happening right here on this guy. Yep. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reposition this little fan right here to sit it right like that. Sorry if you guys hear that little rattle, but she is cooking. It is cooking. She be cooking. See if this is gonna help. I'm trying to figure out the best way to position this fan to get some airflow. I mean, it has been hot, but it's not that hot in here, but there we go. Oh yeah, look at that. GPU has dropped to 88%. It was sitting at 97%. That seems better. Okay, let me come back over here now. Let's see. So I still see a delay here on my side. I'm just going to have to ignore looking at the screen. So what I'm going to do is I might just make this guy teeny tiny. Like that. Oh, look at that. Wow, I think that helps. Yep, that definitely helps because now I can actually see my runtime the way it's supposed to be. And I can still see your guys' chat, so fuck it. We'll just do it this way. That works for me. Fuck it. Alright, so I can turn off, let me turn off that other camera. So it looks like that might have been a problem. It just couldn't run. It just couldn't run full screen. It was like, no, I can't handle. It's like, all right. That's this guy. I'm just going to delete it. Like that. Boom. That should take some resources off. And I can turn these guys back on because it won't matter. Because it's going to be teeny tiny here in a second. There we go. All right. So, sorry about that, guys. Little technical difficulties. We might go a little bit longer just because of that shit. All things considered here. Yeah, everything looks to be running a lot better now. I can see the chat there. I can just, you know what I'll do is I'll move this up this way here. Like this. So that way when I'm looking at the chat, I'm actually looking at you guys. Yeah, that GPU, boy, it's still fluctuating. It keeps going up and down, up and down, up and down. 85%, 88%. But my playback here is actually much better. All right, fuck it. Enough procrastinating. Let's get into this fun shit here, and then we shall continue the show. Okay, so I'm assuming this is going to be green also. And I would be... It's not as green as the other one was. But this one is definitely... It's not you, it's Scroogle. Cheers, motherfuckers. Cheers to your health. Oh, you know, I can shut this shit down too. Make this guy smaller. Get a lot more bang for our buck to go like that. That way it's small. I can still see what's going on. See what's going on over here. Still frozen there. I don't have any more messages about it freezing. You might have to refresh your page. See if that helps you out. Yeah, because I'm down to 70% on the GPU side. So rule of thumb, when you're streaming this shit and you're doing this stuff right here, you gotta keep the fans going. You just gotta say fuck the sound. Just go with it. All right. So this one, whew, it's potent smelling. Oregon Spirit Absinthe, the original. What does it say? God damn, I can't read this shit. Blah blah blah. I can't read it. It's too fucking small. Type's too small. All right. Ooh. Ooh. Oh Lord. Woo-hoo. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Oh. Wow, for it being oh my Lord. Oh fuck. It's higher. That's why. My Lord. I thought it was only wow. I thought it was only 68.5 proof. No, it's 62.5% alcohol. Wow. Oh, that tastes like fucking berry ass. Oh. Oh, no. No. Oregon Spirit, fuck you. Oh. Ah. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh. Okay. I gotta chase that one. Oh my fuck. Oh god damn. Woo, fairy ass for days. Fey ass is not good. Fey ass is bad. This is Silence of the Lamb. They were hiding that shit. This is fucking Silence of the Lamb shit. Oh my god. Ugh. MK Ultra in a bottle. Fuck you. Oh. Damn. Whew. If you can get the cam to blow over glands of ice before it goes over the pewter. Go over something of ice. Oh, get the fan. Get the fan to blow over glass of ice before it goes over the computer. Yeah, it looks like that fan is doing a job now. I mean, GPU is only at 23%. So, yeah, it's much better now. I think we discovered some of the problems here. If I have the Streamlabs running on this 4K display, it's pushing that video to me, and it has to go through the USB for this SLR. It was just too much for the computer to handle. And so it started taxing the GPU. GPU started to work harder. It made everything hotter. Holy shit. Damn, I almost need to chase it with the fucking 110 proof. Fuck. Okay. That was a bad decision on my part. I think I might have to try one of these other ones here. Just because I need something to clear my fucking palate. And soda ain't doing it. This fucking fine Irish cream probably will do it. I'm going to put it in a different thing though. Because that... Oof. That was horrible. Horrible. Put it in this. Ooh. Ooh. Hold up. Hold up. All right, so this is the Irish cream, right? And that looks delicious, nice and creamy. And I think I have a coffee one here. This is a coffee liqueur. And this is an Italian espresso. I think I'm going to try the espresso. So what I'm going to do is, I think this is going to be substantially more pleasant. Jesus Christ, because that other one was fucking horrible. Let's see. %67 alcohol. JC? Ooh, that's good. God damn, that's delicious. Okay, let me see how this one tastes. Now, don't judge me for tasting out of a bottle. I just don't have any other beverage container to hold it in for a second. Oh, that's great. Oh my God. Mmm. Traditional Italian liqueur. Mmm. Italian espresso. Oh, yes. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Now this is a beverage. This is a fine beverage right here. Oh yeah. Oh, so much better. Jesus fucking Christ. That other shit was. Woo! How does this sit? Does this sit fine over here like that? Yeah, it does sit. Okay. As long as I don't have an earthquake, I'm okay. All right. Oh, fuck. Fucking hell, guys. Oregon Spirit, man. So you're saying the Copper and Kings is 67%. I think, oh, fuck you. This is 62.5. If that's 67% alcohol, Jesus fucking Christ. I think I'll go blind. Fucking go blind with that shit. God damn. Woo! Alright, let's talk about some fun shit. So I watched The Old Guard last night with the wife. Out fucking standing. So good. So good. I enjoyed the shit out of it. I knew it was going to be good too before we even watched it. I was like, ooh, this looks good. When I saw the trailer, I was like, oh, yes, please, yes. And then we watched it and I was like, damn, Gina, this is good. Like, I really, really, really enjoyed that. Then the other one that we watched a little while back was Warrior Nun. And Warrior Nun, boy, oh boy, those motherfuckers flipped the script on me. I'm watching that shit, and I'm like, oh yeah, I got it figured out. Yeah, well, fuck that guy. Yeah, fuck that guy. Yeah, oh yeah, fuck that guy. Yeah. Oh yeah, fuck that girl right there. Yeah, fuck her too, you know. Then the main character, I was like, yeah, fuck her too. She's a fucking cunt. You know? And then, oh my God, Absinthe and Avalanche? Fuck! Jesus Christ, that's brutal. But you know, I'm like watching the main character, and I'm like, man, I'm starting to like really dislike the main character, like really starting to dislike this bitch, and everything works out, you know, and it has a fucking crazy twist, and I'm just like, usually we get to a crazy twist, and me and the wife are like, what the fuck, right? We're like, pushing the button, like, fuck this shit, right? We were like, wow, didn't see that shit coming, and we were like pleasantly surprised by a really gnarly fucking cliffhanger. Now, the only way I'll be pissed about that particular cliffhanger is if there's no season 2. If they don't have a fucking season 2 of Warrior Nun, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna tell you that right now, because they left me with a cliff. Like, I'm like, holy shit. Damn. Cheers. Oh, so much more pleasant. So much more pleasant. I'm telling you, if you're gonna drink and you want whatever you're gonna drink to taste amazing, start your night out with some fucking Oregon Spirit. Then anything you drink after that is gonna be a gold in your fucking mouth, because god damn that. Woo! It hurt. That hurt. Yak says, glad you liked Warrior Nun. Fuck yeah, I liked it. It was great. I enjoyed the shit out of it. So yeah, more protests and SOC on Thursday. Yes, Benjamin. We did. I don't know a lot about the case. Apparently there was some dude got killed by the police, and they investigated it and said it was a justifiable shooting. And people were really pissed off about it. The only bit of information I have about that particular case was the suspect was part of a what was it? A armed robbery thing. That's all I needed to hear, armed robbery, because if they were pursuing him because of an armed robbery and he brandished a gun, well, fuck, that's just fucking bad. You know what I'm saying? But you know, a lot of my peers get mad at me when I simplify shit. But at the same time, look, I got a gun, I got shit, I go out and about. I live by a very, very simple set of rules. Number one, don't start no shit, won't be no shit. Cops pull me over, I'm terrified. I put my hands on the fucking steering wheel, wait. He tells me to get out and do a fucking Irish jig, I get out and do a fucking Irish jig. He tells me to drop my pants and he's gonna rub my balls. I'm not gonna like it. I'm gonna be like, really? You gonna rub my fucking balls? Is that some new procedure I'm not familiar with? Yeah, dude. Fucking drop your pants and let me rub your balls. Alright. Drop my pants and let me rub my fucking balls. And then after everything is, you know, chilled out and everything else, then I will think about, you know, bringing up charges and everything else. I'm not going to mouth off to a fucking cop and try to exacerbate a situation and get fucking killed, you know. But I think now, how about a take off on running coke with 151 and Jolt? That would be good. I'd like that. I love Jolt. I used to drink fucking 2 or 3 Jolts a session. I was all about Jolt. Double the caffeine, double the sugar. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I think a big problem right now is, you know, of course we're going into a whole nother round of the Rona, which is not a good thing. It's really not. And then we see Kanye joking, not joking, serious, not serious, maybe running for president. And I know a lot of people outright just dismiss the guy. Like, ah, fuck him. I'm like, don't do that. Don't dismiss him. I definitely think there's enough people. I mean, let's just be honest. We got you're fired. You know, you're fired, fucking president. So having a fucking hip hop motherfucker. I thought it'd be kind of funny though if Kanye did become president, because I could see State of the Union as a fucking show. You know what I mean? Make watching the State of the Union very interesting. But I don't know. And Kim Kardashian, I'm like, huh, fuck. I don't know. But on the same token, you know, it's like the world we live in is bananas, and you gotta find the humor and you gotta find the positive. Otherwise, it'll eat you up. It'll fucking eat you up. You know what I'm saying? You gotta find ways to make life worth living. Set some goals, set some plans, and think about, you know, the world shifting. It's changing. Find some new shit that you can kind of slide into. You know what I'm saying? Slide into. But yeah, man, this kind of ridiculous. You know, I was watching a protest. I was telling my kids earlier, the protesters are getting smarter. The way that they're doing stuff, they're actually getting tactics and maneuvers. And it's interesting to watch protesters doing a certain strategy and then watching the police doing a certain strategy. It's like shit. It's like watching a sporting event, you know. But yeah, they the one that we had here recently, boy, people were fucking mad as shit about the stuff, and they poured a whole bunch of paint down on the ground, and they were breaking some glass, and they were putting their hands in the red paint and putting it up and stuff, like, you know, blood on your hands and blah blah blah. And I was telling one of my buddies, it's like, I think some of this too is just motherfuckers looking for an excuse to just act the fool. Just go out and act like fucking assholes. And it's getting a little out of control. Like, we were just in a grocery store yesterday, me and my wife, and we understood there's like this protocol now. You put your groceries up. The people in front of you put your groceries up, and they got a staging area where you're supposed to stand and wait. And then their shit goes down a conveyor belt. And then when it gets to the end, then you can go ahead, and then boom, then you start. We did ours, then the people behind us did theirs, and then some dude behind them didn't get the fucking memo, so immediately after they put their shit up and there was a little gap, he started to put his shit up, and the guy's like, hey, back the fuck up, man. Back the fuck up. You're not supposed to put your shit there. That's not the way this fucking works. Where's your fucking face mask? Back up. And I'm just like, wow. You're just getting crazy. I was in a AutoZone. My daughter's car is acting funky, and so I was in the AutoZone, and I was getting some stuff for her car. And I'm in line, and the lady tells the guy comes in, his battery, I guess he bought a battery there, and it wasn't working right or something, and it needed to be charged or some shit. And they're like, sir, you need to put a mask. He's like, fuck your mask. Fuck your fucking mask. Fix my fucking shit. She's like, sir, I can't serve you. Like, I don't give a fuck what you say about the fucking mask, bitch. Then he looked at me, and I had my mask, and he's all, nice mask. I'm all, thank you. And he's all, I'm not wearing a fucking mask. He's all, I spent thousands of fucking dollars in here. Fix my fucking shit right now. And I'm just like, okay. So she said, sir, come down this way. She took him down to the side, and she took care of him and whatnot. And I paid for my shit, and I bounced. And I was like, man, I cannot believe all this drama of these fucking face masks and everything. And of course, now there's people talking about the death rates. They were going down, but now I saw something today where death rates are starting to go up, and it's like, who can you believe? Who can you believe? And I'm still kind of sitting around waiting for hey, blessings. What's up? Blessings for Julie. Nice. Blessings to all from UK. Well, blessings to you too, brother. Or sister. I don't know. Can't tell from the name. But it's like you can't tell what's real deal and what's fake. And so you just try to be safe. You try to, play it cautious and just stay positive, And it's funny how fear just makes people act completely irrational. And it's funny too, because my kids are supposed to go out to the Bay Area, spend some time with my mom. And last minute she calls me up and says, hey, I don't think it's a good idea for the kids to come out here to the Bay Area to spend time with me. I'm like, why is that? She's like, well, 3 people have died in my neighborhood. And I go, okay, I'm sure 3 people have died in my neighborhood as well. Died of old age, died of fucking whatever. Died in a car accident, who knows? I said, they died from the Rona? She's all, yeah. I said, you know these people personally? She's like, well, no. I'm like, so you don't know these people personally, but... So anyway, she finally gets to the point, which she should have led with, which was, look, I have health conditions. I'd have to be the one that takes the kids around, and I don't feel comfortable doing it because, I can get sick. And I respected that. I said, that's fine. Mom, you should have just told me that out. You should have led with that instead of all this convoluted bullshit about, oh, somebody's, my friend down the street's grandma, her grandson died. He was 19 years old and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, but did he have an autopsy? Oh, wait, you can't get autopsies because CDC has said you're not supposed to do autopsies if you die with corona. I tell you, if you wanted to assassinate somebody right now with, some kind of a injectable or something, wait for them to get a cough or something and then inject them. And then, as soon as they say, oh, this person died with COVID in their system, no autopsies. You're getting away with murder, motherfuckers. No autopsies, because apparently, if they're doing an autopsy, then the COVID gets in the air and kills people. I'm just like, come on, it's so ludicrous. You can't get it this way, but you can get it this way. You can't get it with A, but sometimes you can get it with A, and you can get it from B. It's Julie and Avatar. Don't believe the hype or let them worry you. Exactly. You know what's funny is if you don't watch the little magic box on TV, there's nothing for you to be worried about, really, because those are the guys that are creating all of the big fear. You know, if you use your discernment and, you know, look around you, it's not as bad as they're putting it out to be. And it's the mainstream that is whipping the different groups into all these frenzies, getting people so fired up. And again, it's control, it's propaganda. It's just them flexing their muscles, showing that they can make us jump. You know, I told my wife the other day, I said, every time I go out and I wear my mask and I'm doing stuff, I hear that song Dance Monkey Dance, because that's what I feel like. I feel like a dancing fucking monkey. But I wear the fucking masks because I really don't want to. It's funny, I wear a mask for a completely different reason. Like, some people wear the mask because they think it's going to keep people safe. I know that's not the actual case. I wear the mask not out of obedience or compliance or anything else. It's because I don't want to deal with the bullshit. I really don't want to deal with, you know, somebody coming up and yelling at me because I'm not wearing a mask. Because I don't really want to deal with that. I want to get out, do whatever I need to do, and get the fuck back home. That's all I want to do. You know, I want to go spend time with my family. I want to spend time with people that I love, give them hugs, all that good stuff. And I really don't want to do a drama. Because in this heightened, ridiculous realm of idiocracy that we find ourselves in, the last thing I want to do is catch a case. I don't want to get inside of some beef with somebody and then they're like, well, look, you know, he's antisocial. Look at his YouTube. He's a conspiracy nut. He's insane in the membrane. You know, and I'm like, guilty as charged, motherfuckers. I mean, look, he believes in the magic guy in the sky. I mean, how sane can he be? You know, he believes in that supernatural stuff. You can't be right in the head. It is what it is. But, you know, at the same time, we have to take a breath, take a knee, you know, and take a breath, chill the fuck out, realize that, you know, we're all in this together, not from the cheesy bullshit commercials. We're all in this together. No, we're all in this together in that we are all human beings. And I try to tell my kids, I said, listen, guys, the human race has had way worse situations to contend with than this shit that we're dealing with now. And I'm sure every generation that has had something has said, oh my God, this is the end of the world. It's not the fucking end of the world. You know? And even if it was the end of the world, really does that matter? I mean, as far as human beings' lifespans go, we're pretty short-lived. I mean, shit, I'm creeping up on 50. I got a year and a half to go. Not even a year and a half, a year and a month. And I'll be 50. And that used to fuck with me. I used to go, man, I'm getting old. And I'm like, fuck it. You know? Yeah, I'm getting old, but shit, fuck it. I'm having fun. I'm enjoying myself. And I think that's what we need to focus on. You know? Yes, we should be responsible to each other. We should help where we can. And we should be mindful of the blessings around us. I told my kids, I said, shit, guys, look. We don't have to go hunt for our fucking food. I open a cardboard box, preheat the oven, throw it in, and booyah, we got 2 fucking pizzas. You know? The blessings that surround us are so plentiful, and yet motherfuckers want to sit and cry about some really silly shit. And I think a lot of it is just spoiled mentality, you know? It's like we have clean water. We have roofs over our heads. We have clothing on our back. You know, we have a fucking mass abundance of bills and everything else, and I think that tends to stress a bunch of people out, myself included. But anytime you're able to pay your bills, shit, that's a blessing. There's been so many, so many times where I'm like, fuck, I don't know how I'm gonna pay these fucking bills, you know, or pay the taxes or whatever, all this other crazy shit. Let's see here. Yes, in China, there was 20 million phone accounts that went silent. Yeah, there was the telcos over there released their numbers, and they showed that they shedded a whole lot of subscribers. So you can look at the Wuhan stuff. You could almost guess that that was a big purge that they did there. And we all saw the same videos of them boarding up houses and everything else. And there was also all the evidence that showed that their crematoriums were going around the clock. There was air sampling that was happening that was showing a whole lot of high levels of chemicals that come up from when people are getting cooked. It's horrible, but it is what it is. And you see China right now making those big moves in Hong Kong. And then you see a lot of the other countries, they're kind of following suit. They're seeing this as a golden opportunity for them to create more control mechanisms. And it's funny because you look at people right now that are like fighting the system, but they're fighting the system for silly things. Like in California, Newsom said no fireworks, and it seemed like every other house there in that drone footage was popping off aerials I had never seen in California. And here in Utah, man, they were shooting the sky like the sky had shit in their cereal. Boy, they were blowing up the sky. My dog was freaking out, the poor thing, and I'm sitting there looking out at the sky going, wow, this is amazing. Like I didn't buy a single firework, and my sky was completely lit up from 8 o'clock to 12:30. A solid 4.5 hours of just explosions. So much so that the air just smelled like gunpowder. It was ridiculous. But in California, yeah, they said fuck that, and they just did whatever they fucking felt like. Booyah. I see all these people fighting for certain things, but not for the things that really matter. But it is what it is. I mean, you could make a decision to let it weigh you down and stress you out and turn you into a negative repeater, or you could say, nah. You can look at it what it is and say, cheers, fucking more power to you, bitches. Because, any way you slice it, this is going to run a course. And it's going to either be shitty, but not nearly as shitty as, oh, look, we have the Earl of such and such coming in and raping my daughters, and he's got all these soldiers with him, and there's nothing I can do as my daughters are mass raped. Or they take my family away and turn them into slaves and cut me in pieces and leave me for dead. That's stuff we've had in our past. And I think people just don't realize, even at our shittiest day, we're still miles and miles in the black. Like, we're still good. We still have a ways to go before we get into really shitville. Now, it's shitty comparatively speaking to last year, but is it shitty comparatively speaking to, Spanish flu time, comparative to Great Depression time? No, but we are in a time period where there is a paradigm shift. Things are changing, and humans are pretty adverse to change. So it's no wonder with the forced isolation and everything else that people are not handling this shit at all. You know what I'm saying? So really, it just comes down to you guys deciding, do you want to be happy or do you want to be miserable? Because you can do both. You can make yourself happy or you can make yourself fucking miserable. It's really a decision. You have to decide. Like right now, I'm deciding cheers. That's good. But uh, it's only a matter of time before even my channel gets knocked off. I have a couple guys that I know, um, part of the truth movement. Their shit's just getting shadow banned or getting popped, and there's a couple like my boy Cliff, his channel just got deleted. I love that guy. I like him a lot. I like his spirit, and they just straight deleted his shit, and he's been doing stuff for a long time. Um, but it's one of those things where I could sit and go, oh fuck, I better not talk about shit, or I can say, fuck it, I'm going to talk about shit, And while I have time and while I have a voice and I have a platform, I'm going to say what the fuck I feel like saying, and you either agree or you don't agree. And if you don't agree, that's great. I really don't. I'm not here to make people think a certain thing. I'm here to kind of mentally vent, talk about things, spend some time with some of the subscribers that I do know that I've made relationships with, drink a little bit, have a good time. So, you guys just have to figure out how you want to live this life. What's important to you? Obviously educating our kids, teaching them what it is to be free as things change. And I feel bad for anybody that's got little kids right now. Some of the stuff that I'm looking at, some of these proposed things that they want to do with kids, man, they're going to have long-term consequences. They're going to fuck these kids up. They're going to fuck these kids up bad. It's not like school is the best environment for children in the first place, but this shit that they're proposing, it's nuts. But like, my son, he's happy because they've told him, at least for this next bit all the way up till winter, till December, he can still do school from home. He's loving it. He likes hanging out at home. He likes just video chatting with his friends. But he's like me. He does streaming and he does stuff like this, and so it's kind of like whatever. But my wife's all, oh, don't you think he'll have more fun if he sees his friends? He's like, I see my friends. That's all there is. Yes, fear is the opposite of love, and fear is a mind killer. Love, the funny thing is, love is one of the key components to what human beings need. We seek it out. We need it. We need to be loved and to be seen and to be understood. I always felt if I was going to be a leader, I would want the people that I led to love me. And I always felt that if somebody loved me, then they would make sacrifices, the same as I make sacrifices for my kids because I love them. But then I'm not naive. I understand the power of fear. Fear creates an irrational mindset. It creates a destabilization that allows somebody to exert control relatively easy because the person that is in fear will do irrational things to get away from that fear. And it sucks. It really does suck because if you look at the mainstream media and you look at all the different things, boy, they push that fear button constantly. They push it constantly. I mean, I look around and I have some loose ideas where I think things are ultimately going to go. I think I see a couple of their Queen Gambit moves ready to, knock us out of the box. And I could sit and hem and haw and be afraid and everything else. But I'm like, fuck it. If they pull that move or that tactic, I've already kind of played that out in my head and I know what step 1, step 2, and step 3 is for me to deal with that situation. But I'm not going to, I'm not going to let myself live in fear because here's the funny thing. love is the only emotion that you can have exponential growth in, that it's not a exhausting situation to be in. No one's ever said, wow, I got so much love, I'm exhausted. Like, you have an infinite battery when it comes to love, and you can, run on that indefinitely. But anger and fear and hatred and stuff, that shit's exhausting. It taxes the body, it taxes the mind, and it just makes you weary. It makes you fucking fatigued. It just takes the energy from you. It just saps you. But love, love, man, that's the infinite power. I mean, shit, Monsters Inc. illustrated that point. It's like they use movies all the time to kind of tell us things, right? Monsters Inc., they're scaring these kids, boy. They're like, yeah, fear, man, that gives us power, boy. But when Boo's sitting there laughing and she's giggling and she just pops the power on the shit, they're like, wow, that's way more powerful. Getting these kids to laugh and giggle and be happy is super powerful. Yeah, they're letting us know these things, but they do it in a way that if somebody says it, like, ah, yeah, I saw Monsters Inc. too. That's stupid. Shut up. They reward bad behavior and stupidity and put it on a pedestal so that other people aspire to get that spotlight, because why? They want that love. They want that, you know, admiration. They want to be adored. They want to be worshipped, right? But those are all false little pieces to true love. When you have somebody that loves you and sacrifices for you, that's amazing. That's really what life's about. That's what we all aspire and hope for, is to find that person that, you know, not like the movies, like, oh, you complete me. No, no, no. I'm a complete individual, but my wife accentuates me. My wife, with the love that we share, we created children together. We raised these children together as a team, as a family unit. My wife gives me endless amount of joy and happiness by me making her happy, by me making her smile, by me being stupid and making her laugh. I think there's not a day that goes by where I don't try an endless amount of corny ass jokes and shit just to see my wife laugh or even smirk. Because at this point, in the stage of the game, she's heard all of my jokes. You can predict my corny ass one liners, coming at her a split second after she says something. She knows what my rebuttal is going to be. But sometimes I get an honest smirk or whatever, and I'm like, yes, those are the things that are important. But it's hard to focus on those types of things when you're living in perpetual fear and the negativity tsunamis are slamming you from all sides. So we got to find ways to just kind of look at each other and say, bro, we got this. You know what I mean? We got this. Don't let that shit, like this tattoo right here. Let's see if I can turn it. There we go. So, Naked Malice, right? It basically means don't give in to misfortune. My translation when I look at it is don't sweat the small stuff. And for me, everything is the small stuff. So that way, when I have a really bad situation rise up in front of me, like every normal human being, I'm filled with trepidation and fear. I'm like, oh fuck, are we gonna be able to, are we gonna be able to handle this or what? And then I'm sitting there and I'm stressing, and I'm feeling exhausted. I want to go lay down and take a nap. I feel the depression creeping up on me, and then I go, wait a minute, pump your brakes, Rob, pump your brakes. We got this. And I looked at that tattoo and I'm like, don't give in to misfortune. Don't sweat the small stuff. That's right. And what's the small stuff? Everything's the small stuff. Ah, right. And then I just bounce back and I keep going, because that's what the other tattoo here. This one is Attenket Mori, which is victory or death. It means that everything I do, I try to give it 100%. And If I'm able, I can. If I'm not able to, then I still try. And if I fall short, hey, I gave it my best, right? So those two pieces I put on my skin as reminders for me to, push forward and not let shit get me down. And that's my advice to you guys. Don't let the shit get you down. Don't listen to the magic box. Don't listen to these fear-mongering YouTubers with clickbait that is just trying to ratchet you up so that you get, upset and share it like a virus to everybody else, and you start to infect other people with the negativity. You want to be the opposite of that. You want to be able to, reach out to a friend you haven't spoken to in like, 6 or 7 months. Some of you forgot about because of all the bullshit Rona shit. Reach out to them, tell them, dude, you popped in my mind. I want to let you know I love you and I think about you, and you know, and if it's if it's a homeboy or whatever, you might say, yo, I love you, not in a gay way. Or if you are gay and that guy's gay and you're like, I love you, us straight guys, we like to joke, I love you, no homo, right? Well, if you're gay, you might be like, I love you, straight homo. You know what I mean? But who cares? Love is, love is love. That was one of the funny things. There's a part in Old Guard. Two of the immortals were enemies, and they killed each other many, many times. I'm not giving anything away because that's in the trailer, but they're together, and there's a couple of gay parts where they kiss each other, and normally that really sets me off. Like, oh god, gay agenda. But there's a part where this guy describes his love for the other guy. And it's the same way I describe my love for my wife. And so I thought that was actually very beautiful. And I was like, you know what? Love in its purest form. I was, I'm going to give it a pass on that just because it was so well presented, What's up, Stalkin? In the motherfucking house. Yo, yo, yo. So, it's, just let people know that they matter. I mean, I think the one of the most basic things that human beings require as pack animals, and make no mistake, human beings are pack animals. I don't care about all the people that say they're nomads and they're loners and they don't need anybody. That's a choice you're making, but vast majority of human beings require a human connection. They require, at the very least, just to be acknowledged. And that's why we see so many trolls and we see so many people that just talk shit and everything else because they just want to be seen. They just want to be heard. And it's unfortunate they do the little child thing of acting out so that they get the attention from mommy and daddy, but it is what it is, right? Let's see what it said here. My dad used to say that my mom was all sad and long-faced because what the doctor said about him, that he would live just not look any better. I get it. That's funny. But you gotta find things to laugh about, things to have a good time with. You know what I mean? And that human connection, that connection where you say to another person, yo, I see you, I get you. I understand the shit you're going through. Have a little compassion. Not every asshole you see out there is an asshole all the time. It could be just a person having a bad day. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. You know what I mean? Now, I will tell you who is an asshole. The people that put this shit out right here. This shit was too fucking much. Too much. Goddamn. 62.5% alcohol. This shit, I have a fucking cannonball in my tummy right now because of that shit. Now, Kavanaugh Irish cream, outstanding, delicious. I know, Stalkin, I haven't seen you in a while, man. You've just been busy working or what? This Italian espresso, delicious. I got that Asian glow going hard right now. Holy shit. It's because of that fucking 125 proof and 110 proof shit. Woo! This 110 proof, this was good. I didn't really mind this one. This one was pretty good. This fucking Oregon Spirit, yeah, fuck you. Get fucked. Assholes. That shit was rough. Oh, lordy lord. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got, guys. I really don't have much else. I am working on making some games. I'm going to take some of the novels, the very first one, Choices. That's actually going to be a game. I'm not going to release a book. I'm probably going to go the alternate way. I'm going to make a game first. After the game's been out for a while, then I'll make a book for it. But I'm trying to find ways to get content for people to put on their cell phones and stuff. And I have some development that's happening for the real-time story time. My developers are working hard on that. Hopefully, we'll have that done in the next couple of weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, hopefully. And when that's done, then we're going to kick the real-time story time back up again. But it's going to be a different structure. It's going to be a little bit easier, I think, for all of us. So I'm really excited about that. I'm also working on a couple of card games. I started on one a few years back called the Killer Card Game. It's kind of like One Night Ultimate Werewolf or One Night Vampire or whatever, mixed with war mechanics. And what's interesting about that is, one of the players is a serial killer, and the other players are like the victims, and so that's going to be a fun one. I'm also revisiting some old card games that I was working on years ago. One's called Amazing Powers, where you actually make a dueling deck of superheroes where you battle against each other, and everything can be different from game to game because you attach powers to your primary character. So one game you might be like fire, like the Human Torch, and then another one you might be, I don't know, an armored thing like Iron Man. It's just your powered sets and stuff like that. I haven't done the story time, the traditional sense one, probably in a couple of months. I've been just doing readings from like Magic Really Sucks. So like I read the whole first book of Magic Really Sucks and got started on the second book. But I want to get back into it. It's just there wasn't enough people on that live stream for me to make the real-time story time work the way it was supposed to. And I wasn't going to use a keyword generator to do it. I wanted it to be audience participation. So that's probably going to come. I'll let everybody know way ahead of time so that we can pop that back off the way it's supposed to be. Another card game I'm working on is one called Genobeast. And Genobeast is you use genetic splicing while you're playing the card game to create your monster. And then your monster or your genetic experiment, whatever you want to call it, will be your monster that you duel with. And as you're doing draw waves to assemble your monster, you're actually setting wagers. So it's kind of like a betting game. So that's going to be pretty fun. So that is basically it. I'm working on Unity right now, and I'm working on sprites and little characters and things like that. I miss seeing you hack up frozen pig heads in your backyard. Do you still do knife reviews? Yes, I do knife reviews, but they're more like because I'm in a new house now, and I had a situation with a frozen pig head that was in a freezer that wasn't frozen anymore, and I had forgot about it. And when we were moving, I opened said freezer to a bajillion maggots, and it took me hours and hours and hours to clean up that mess. And the mess that the frozen pig heads create was problematic. The issues with the neighbors. We're in a new neighborhood now, and everybody's in fucking Facebook, and there's this whole community thing, and there's the HOA and all this other bullshit that we're all dealing with. And I already told my wife, yeah, I'm not going to do the frozen pig head stuff here at this house. And also, I had some health issues and a few other things. It was one of those things where all signs pointed to no. Now, I'm not saying I'll never, ever, 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 ever do a frozen pig head test, but the likelihood of it happening while I'm here at this house, like, for traveling, we're going somewhere and I'm going to go out and I got a gun and we're going to shoot the shit out of stuff. And I'm like, fuck it, I'll get a couple of frozen pig heads so we can see ballistically what it does to the heads and stuff. Yeah, I'll bring a couple of knives with me, but for the most part, the knife reviews are more like, this is, oh, so this is the Grim Reaper, blah, blah, blah. And the other thing, too, is most of the reviews now happen real time, so they're like live shows. Um, I might do some footage where I'm chopping wood, I'm chopping vines, not vines, brush and shit like that. And I have that footage ready, and then I'll do a live show like this, and then I'll show it, and blah, blah, blah. But the live shows are just easier for me. They're not as time consuming. I don't have to do a whole lot of post production editing because all my videos get demonetized. It's really no sense in me spending 5, 6 hours producing a video to get 3 or 4 thousand views on it and then be told I can't even monetize it. So, you know, they say it's a 5 hour video. Well, I bill out at $75 an hour, right? So let's just say it's 70. So it's 300. What is that? That's 550 or something. So um, it's $500 there, $70 or $30 for the pig head. Um, and then if I was getting monetized, I'd make a whopping $2 or some shit, or $1 something. It's just not worth it. So I had to make a decision on where my time was going to be spent. Um, I like writing. Last year I wrote 8 books, so I was super thrilled about that. This year, as a contrast, so far, I've written no books. I've started on a few books. I just haven't because I've just been busy. Um, so if I did bigger videos and everything else, that would take even more time away. So, you know, I'm not saying never, but I'm not saying we're going to be doing it anytime soon. I know a lot of people miss those old videos, and they were fun. I like doing them. It's just so much involved with it. It's just really time consuming. I can't see myself spending that much time on stuff anymore when I have so many other things waiting. Because I make a habit out of trying to do the impossible, and the impossible has one common denominator, and that's time. The impossible requires a ton of time to get shit done. So anyway, speaking of time,